Hey there, Bruce, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. It's finally time to clear up that cliffhanger that we had in the last episode. We can choose to sacrifice years of our life to get rid of a ghost so that the girl who lost a foot can go back to sleeping here, or we can just leave. I feel like I should sacrifice years of my life. It seems crazy to do that, but she lost a foot, so I feel like a bit of give and take. It's not my fault though, obviously, but you know. Let's do it. You can screw you, Wayne. If you're telling me to leave, then I know what I have to do. It's too late, I've already made up my mind. Charlie won't be able to rest unless I do this. I have a responsibility here. Quietly go into the light. Charlie won't be able to rest unless I do this. Stop, don't do this! Wayne is cut off as you're brought face to face with the resident. Silence. Did we do it bad? Did I make a bad choice? Probably. Making bad decisions is my specialty. Kind of what I'm known for. Seems bad. I mean, I trusted Wayne to an extent. I think. Not sure. For the first time in what feels like hours, the earth around you feels solid, real, but also soft. You feel it pressing on all sides, cold, and growing tighter by the second as the soil settles. Claw your way out. Your arms tear at the earth until they break through the air. Look back behind you. As you gasp for breath, you take a look at the pit behind you. Charlie's mummified remains stare up at you, sad and broken at the bottom of the pit. You're only able to maintain your gaze for a moment before exhaustion overwhelms you. With the last of your strength, you hoist yourself from the pit and collapse on the floor. You feel like death. What a foolish thing to give up so much of yourself and for something so meaningless. Have you no sense of self-preservation? There is genuine anger in his voice. It's the first time he's shown any emotion and it chills you. You reach for something to say in response, but you're still delirious from what happened, and you struggle to form coherent thoughts. Look what it's done to you. Oh, there you are. Oh, you poor Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. Make sure nothing else happens to him, or there'll be hell to pay. He practically hisses the words. He quietly walks toward the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm as she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. It's real this time. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I gotta go. I got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. The cool breeze chills you deeper than it should, and you realize just how drained you feel. Your legs are heavier, harder to lift as you make your way down the steps of the library. Your lungs wheezing as if you've run a marathon. You can almost feel how pale your face has become. Your lips dry and thin, your hands almost trembling with the effort of raising them to your face as you trace new lines and furrows that have formed there. Kanika came to get me right away. I'm so sorry that I wasn't there for you earlier in the night. I had no idea what you were all planning to do. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so... Kanika stops mid-sentence as she realizes what happened to you. Oh my God, Bruce, you poor thing. My bones weren't meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a few days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mum, this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl just lost a leg. She needs real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe, and besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure that... you have that much of a grasp on the real and unreal. Bruce, did you... This house is clean. Gonna do my Ace Ventura impression. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry. I don't know how I can possibly make this up to you. So that really happened then? The ghost really took away years of your life? I'm afraid so. Everything in this world has a price, and those years were unfortunately what it took to put the spirit to rest. You know, Bruce, the salt and pepper looks good on you. Maybe this isn't all bad. Kanika. Sorry, just trying to be positive. Stella's way better than that, at that. She okay? I was wondering the same thing. We just saw a ghost and she's standing off by herself. It'd be normal reaction from anyone else who had just seen a ghost, but this is Stella we're talking about. Go talk to Stella. I'm gonna go check in with her. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Bruce. You okay? I'm so sorry, Bruce. I don't think I can talk right now. I'll call you, okay? She hurries off down the road. I guess she hit her limit. Should we go after her? I think she just needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it would just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl, she'll be okay. And nobody here should be rushing after anyone right now. That goes doubly for you, Kanika. We don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. Better not get any ideas either, Bruce. You need time to recover. There was another carving in there. They keep giving me visions. I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them on back-to-back nights. And if you're right, and there's another one in the clinic. I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There'll be plenty of time for that tomorrow. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through on that last day, how could I have let this happen? You tried pretty hard to warn us about things, Oscar. None of us took you seriously enough. Well, I should have done a better job warning you. I should have known how bad it could have gotten in there. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were just going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You did put a ghost in our house. Didn't put a ghost in our house. This is not on you. I know you both had a difficult time with this, but the storm has passed. Things will start getting better from here. Spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Yeah, I noticed. We could smell him as soon as we snapped out of it. What happened? Did he hurt you? He crushed a dish like under his boot. It was actually kind of hot. That's fucked up, man. He seemed to know something about whoever Avery was playing. Really? That's super weird and super interesting. Why would he know anything about the things that happened here over 80 years ago? Wasn't he a drifter? There was someone else in there? But that's my house. Rosalina and I live there. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Bruce for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter who'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. Were you all conscious that whole time? Everyone glances at each other, though none of them gave any of their years away. You can see how exhausted they are, how unsettled. Yeah, it was awful. Kind of fun too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything, at least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne, he's been following Bruce around. What did he say to you? Like I said, let's not trouble Bruce about him. Just stay away, all of you. Do any of you know who you were supposed to be? No idea. The words just came out. There was no context, nothing. But there was a weird feeling, like an overwhelming guilt. I was so angry. I was mostly just scared. I didn't feel any of those things. I don't know how to describe it. I felt powerful. Are you with a witch? I was just cold. What's it like being puppeted? They all glance away. It hurt. Why didn't I make the kids stay behind? I can't believe I let that happen to them. Dad, this might be the overwhelming pain and exhaustion talking, but shut up. I love you. None of this is your fault, okay? I had no idea what I was going to say until the words were already spilling out. It was like I had no control over myself. I remember each and everything I said. It was like it was burned into my memory. You poor souls, I can't begin to imagine what you've all been through. We should probably get going. It's starting to get chilly out. And there's still work to do to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will, thank you. All of you, again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need to get some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Bruce? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Kanika wearily tracks back to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts. Mum, what was that? And I want a better answer than a ghost. You'll be alright. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, the tea's been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just the two of us now. So you have no idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. None whatsoever, but I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess you can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I felt like I got tossed in a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. So you don't regret coming tonight? I can't believe you're the one being apologetic right now. The bruises are temporary, you know. Like, that was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days, but it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? I guess I'll see you around. Yeah, I should probably get going. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. And I hope you feel better soon. Let me know if there's anything I can do for you. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to go back to the estate. Her cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? Let's. You once again find yourself on the long trek back up to the estate. You can't help but focus on how awful your body feels. Maybe the walk will do you good. Maybe you'll start getting used to the changes, and they won't feel as bad in the morning as they do now. Let's stop here for a bit. I have to imagine you need a moment to rest. There's ditchlings everywhere. There are. I'm afraid that spirit you dealt with tonight was merely a symptom of the rot here rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. So, but what happened to me? Well, you look like you've aged at least a decade. Everything in this world has a price. The price for the deal you made tonight is just a bit more noticeable than what most people are used to dealing with. For the record, I think you made the right decision. I wish your cousin had been there to take this burden upon herself, but she wasn't. Besides, I think we both know what kind of person she is. She probably would have found a very compelling reason not to make that choice. Your head starts swimming, and as exhaustion starts to overpower you, you're in no state to have this sort of conversation. You poor dear. Let's just focus on walking for a bit, and then we can talk some more. You and Sybil silently walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. This should be a good enough resting spot. Are you a witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm so sorry, Bruce. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight. Edward Dean killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia? Those sorts of things don't come without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys their tea, and the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. Your vision blurs as you try to form words. Are you alright? We don't have much further to go. Let's get back on the trail. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourself on the outskirts of the estate. Bruce, why don't you swing by the tea room tomorrow? Say early afternoon? I'd love to chat for a little while. Come by any time. I'll be there all day. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Bruce. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Why is she going to be mad? We took the damage for her. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. So you finally came back. After last night, I thought we were done with all the running around in secrecy. I guess I was too optimistic. And you look like hell warmed over. What the hell did you do to yourself? These are both the same. I gave up years of my life to an angry ghost our family wronged. Let's go with that. As the words leave your mouth, your body shivers with age and exhaustion. The stress of talking to your cousin about tonight's events is on the cusp of overwhelming. Whatever you have to say, it's best to say it quick. You did what? I thought Sybil said something along those lines over the phone, but I thought she was joking. Please tell me the two of you are pulling a prank on me. Did Stella put you up to it? It was the only way to satisfy him. It was the only way to make him leave. That can't have been true. I don't know who lied to you about what, but you should never have given away something so important. You sound just like Wayne right now. He didn't want me to do it either. He was there tonight too? Great. You can't keep this conversation up much longer. The day has taken too much of a toll on you and you need rest. Are you okay? You're not looking too good. What are you hiding about him? Wayne is none of my business anymore. He's his own man. But I don't like that you're engaged with him in any kind of conversation. If he tries to talk to you again, just walk away. He's not the decent man that I used to know. Conversation over. There's another one of those stones in Oscar's house. It gave me another vision. Are you serious? Who put them there? You expect me to know? They're probably some kind of ancient artifact, and I'm not an archaeologist. What if that's what's making all the supernatural stuff happen? Okay, let's say for a second there is something supernatural happening in town. And let's say these stones are causing it. What are you supposed to do about it? Run around and smash them? Rhetorical question, but also I've got news for you. One of them is buried under 20 tons of rock. They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done some terrible stuff, Tabitha. We haven't done anything. Even if our family has done terrible things, and that's a big if, they were done in different times by different people. Stop guilting yourself over it. The only thing you should be guilting yourself over is how you've been treating me. I think I should go to a doctor. All the passing out and visions and hallucinations. This could be a medical emergency. You know where Dr. Kelly lives, and if you don't, just ask Stella. Maybe an appointment would be a good idea. Maybe she can figure out what happened to make you look like that, all grey and tired. Maybe you're vitamin deficient and you just need to eat some celery, I don't know. I guess I got it stocked up on vegetables for you. Oh well, I'm sure she can sort it out. Okay. That's pretty much it. Great, then I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. Before your thoughts can drift away to nightmarish recollections of hours past, your phone buzzes on the nightstand. Hey, sorry I ran off earlier. Wound up in a really bad headspace. I care about you so much, so sorry you got hurt in there. Just need some time to get a handle on things. Sorry. Geez, we got a lot of options. I'm here if you need me. You put your phone back on the nightstand. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest at the expense of unknown years of your life. The spectre of the night's events will linger over you every day you have left, a grim reminder of the price you willingly paid for the crimes of a family you never met. Maybe it'll be easier in the morning. Maybe your joints will ache just a little less than they do now. Maybe you can still right the capsized ship of your now broken life. Or maybe things will only get worse from here. Probably. Episode 4 awaits. I mean, episode 4 is ready to go already. I'll save though. I'm going to save there because, you know, continue. The decisions you made in episode 3 bear heavy physical consequences, and a visual reminder of those consequences will follow you for the rest of the game. You can reduce the intensity of the visual reminder or remove it entirely at any point in the preferences. Would you like to see a recap? No. You open your eyes. It's a new day, and you feel like shit. In the bright morning light, you are finally able to take stock of just how much the spirit took from you. You feel dulled, your bones creaky, your soul weighed down with the exhaustion of age. I can't wait to finally be dead. Lovely. That's so emo. I don't care what happens to me. I made the right decision and I'll do it again. An involuntary shudder runs down your spine, but your thoughts are interrupted by the buzz of your phone on the nightstand. Hey, just wanted to check in. Hope you're doing okay. Also wanted to ask if you've heard from Stella. You check your messages, there's nothing from Stella. Let's call Stella then. Hey, what's up? Just kidding, I'm not able to come to the phone right now. This is actually a recording of my voice. It isn't really me. Technology, huh? Anyways, leave a message. Or don't, I never check this thing. The mailbox is full and can't accept messages at this time, so she's not lying, she never checks the thing. Text Stella. What? After you ran off last night? Oh, I'm texting Stella, right. Kanika and I are pretty worried about you, please respond. You wait for a few silent minutes. Your message sits undelivered. She messaged me last night. I'm worried about her. I'm glad you've heard from her, but at least, but I'm worried too. Let's meet up in town. We should go looking for her. Looks like you have your morning plans in order. Alright, let's take a shower. Might as well take a shower before starting the rest of your day. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The hot water soothes your aching joints. Despite the state of the bathroom, the shower is a good place. As it rinses your body clean, you... Oh, there's so many options. I'll think about the daughter in the clinic. You're still drawn to it now. Even now, you'll be going back there today. You're sure of it. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Check the closet. You make your way to the closet. There's no denying it. The doll moved at some point since your most recent visit. But your long dead relative's creepy doll isn't the only thing that's different. Someone was in here. Something to mull over for the rest of the day? Visit the opossum? Let's do it. You open the drawers. The two opossums stare up at you. They both have bread now. That's nice. Wave at them. They continue to stare up at you blankly in response. You close the drawers. This is their home now, and there's nothing you can do to change that. Get downstairs. It's time to face your cousin. Great. You find her in the kitchen, her shoulders hunched in a tight ball of anxiety. They're striking. This week of all weeks, as if I didn't have enough on my plate already. Does it even matter how the strike plays out? Any resolution would merely treat the symptoms of the disease rotting in the heart of Scarlet Hollow. For things to stand any chance of getting better, there's something deeper you still have to fully uncover. Have you heard from Stella? I can't get a hold of her. No, but that's not exactly newsworthy. She tends to just disappear every now and then. She's tough. She'll be able to take care of herself. About what happened last night? So go Sario, I still can't get over that. I can. What does it actually change about anything? You're a Scarlet. You're probably going to die young anyways, and I still have a mind to run. I don't think making a deal with a ghost would feel so physically bad. I thought I was making a metaphorical trade. What are you trying to accomplish here? If you really lost years of your life to a ghost, you have no one to blame but yourself for making a bad deal. Who just goes and makes a deal with an angry ghost? Why would anyone do something like that? If the mine's in trouble, you should just sell it and sell the estate. Get out while you still can. Tabitha bristles. I'm not giving up like that. This is a Scarlet mine. I'm not just going to cash out on our family's legacy. I'm bringing the mine back to life one way or another. Talk about the strike? The strike is a symptom of the rot in this place, Tabitha. If we don't treat the underlying disease, it won't even matter who wins. Don't worry yourself about this little rabble. It won't last long, trust me. Do you know what the strikers even want? I haven't seen a list of demands. I'm sure it's just the usual. I promise you that if any one of them were in my shoes for a month, they'd be singing a different tune. You should probably have seen this coming. Who's to say I didn't? I wasn't really ever a question of if, more a question of when. Forgive me if I didn't expect them to walk out a few days before my mother's funeral. Couldn't even wait until Pearl Ann was in the ground. You should probably get going, right? Yeah. I've dawdled long enough. Stay safe, no more hijinks. But let me know if you get in trouble, okay? Tabitha slips past you, her heavy boots thudding down the hall as she marches away to face her employees. Time to figure out the rest of your day. Fuel up with a quick PB&J. Now let's do that. If Stella's MIA, who knows when you get a chance to eat? And who knows just how much your new affliction will affect your appetite. You make yourself a PB&J in anticipation for the long day ahead of you. And that's that. Head to town. It's time to head to town. You head to the front door and begin your trek to the town below. The birds sound different today, muffled like your ears are full of cotton. The dull sun shines down on the surrounding wilderness, seeming to wash the colour from the world. But you're adjusting. Already your body is starting to accept the change that has come over it. To accept that this is how things will be from now here on out. You can't help but feel countless eyes watching you from the tree line. A feeling that reminds you of your time in the woods with Stella. Ditchlings shouldn't be out in the middle of the day though. They're getting bolder. To your surprise, you find a familiar face making its way up the path towards you. Hey, I was just coming to see you. Hope you're able to get some sleep after everything that happened last night. They don't say anything about your appearance, but you can see them take you in, the light of the day revealing your new features clearly for the first time. They smile, clearly, like they like what they see. You doing okay? My spirit has taken a piece of me, but that's all. It's gone, but I'm still here. Very badass. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. How do you feel now that it is a new day? Possession is the sort of thing that can leave a mark on a person's soul. Oh, thanks for asking about the state of my soul. I appreciate that. I'd be lying if I said it didn't have an impact. I kind of feel bruised all over, physically and spiritually, but hey, that's part of life, right? Nobody makes it to the end completely unscathed. And I'm kind of thrilled that my new emotional baggage comes from a ghost instead of some boring normal trauma. I like that. There's ditchlings everywhere now, even though it's daytime. Avery turns to survey the tree line. I noticed a few on my way up. They're kind of funny, now that I get a good look at them, with their scrunched up little Shar-Pei faces. So, should I be worried about these things? I know they're a bad omen or something, but, like, are they dangerous? Yes. They're not going to eat me if I take a wrong turn, right? You need only fear what they foretell. Okay, cool and ominous. As long as being eaten alive isn't on the table. Unless they thought you're telling a zombie invasion or something with werewolves in. In which case, I guess I'll stick with being eaten alive. Have you heard anything from Stella? I haven't heard from her. Though we don't text much and I haven't checked in with Winnie to see if she came in for an early breakfast or anything. But if you haven't heard from her, that doesn't sound great. Seeing her like that last night was awful. She's usually so unflappable. Kanika and I are meeting up to look for Stella. Want to come? Absolutely. I told Winnie I'd be coming in late today, so I've got time. I don't know how much time though. From what I saw this morning, there's already a few miners already holed up in there. They must be using it as a home base for the strike. Oh, by the way, there's a strike going on. I'm sure you already knew that, though. Have to imagine Tabitha would have told you this morning. She did. How you doing today? After last night? I'm great. With something like possession, I kind of feel like there are more upsides than downsides. There aren't a lot of people out there that can say they've been through something like that. It's a pretty cool badge of honor as far as I'm concerned. Let's head to town. Yeah, good idea. You and Avery start back down the path to town. Alright, we need to wrap this one up because we're out of time for today. But we did it. We sacrificed 10 years of our life, or more, possibly. And we're on chapter 4, which is the last chapter that's out at the moment. I don't think it's the last chapter in the game, though. I actually don't know. But we shall see. Thanks for watching, Bruce, and I'll see you in the next one.